Um, Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back again because I just used this app called Streamlabs, and to be honest, it doesn't work at all. Streamlabs doesn't work the way I expected it to work. I don't see why it doesn't work because the Streamlabs has this huge block in the middle of the screen. Well, because maybe I'm using the iPhone 12 Pro Max or something, but I don't really know what's with the what's with the device. I don't know what's with it. But let me start it off by saying I'm back. I was talking about I was talking about the Acura MDX that I do enjoy the Acura MDX greatly. Way more than I like the Toyota Camry. But the reason I still choose the Toyota Camry, even though the Acura MDX is way better, because the Acura MDX is amazing, even though it's 2007. And for 2007, the vehicle was amazing. So the reason I still choose the Toyota Camry, even though I like the MDX better, I find the MDX to be an amazing vehicle, but I still choose the Toyota Camry is because the Toyota Camry is fuel efficient, it is reliable, it is fairly quick. You can decide, you can say, it's whatever you want to say. If you want to say it's quick or it's so, then yeah. But like I'm saying, uh, the Acura MDX is nicer. I like the leather seats, comfortable, uh, quick, reliable. I don't know what people say. Some people say it's not that reliable as a Lexus product. But like I said, I do like the Toyota better because it has it has a it has Bluetooth, that that the Acura does not have. 2007, it probably had Bluetooth, but I guess in our particular model, or in the one we have, this entertainment version, or something, it doesn't have the Bluetooth. I think it was swapped out for a power outlet or something. Something is just a little bit different about this MDX. Like somebody customized it and put a power outlet instead of having the Bluetooth uh, feature or function. So that is something I do have to say. It doesn't have that feature. So yeah, that's the bad part about it. So um, let me talk again. Okay, so just very quickly, I'm going to tell you the same thing I said on Instagram, and I'll say it again very quickly, that I'm going to be updating my Instagram. I mean, I'm going to be updating my YouTube by having a profile picture, whatever the picture, the little circular profile picture of the picture, and then a background banner, which is going to be updated. And then I'm going to be, I deleted all my social medias that are duplicates. And what I mean duplicates is like I already have one Twitter. Then I went with the second Twitter, which was for the cars and exclusive car videos only. But now I'm going to be, I already cut them down and only left one, which is just one Twitter, which is a general Twitter. It's just everything that comes in Twitter. The same thing with uh what's this other one? The Instagram is the same way. Only one Instagram. Then like I said, my next thing is that I want to live stream from the car, but it's kind of hard because I don't really have a usable car mount. I've tried multiple car mounts and I'm not satisfied with what I have. So that's the thing. And like I said, I do like the Acura MDX, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to gas prices, I don't think that this truck is something you really want to drive around with the way the gas prices are going. So that's that. And like I said earlier in the live stream, in the previous live stream that I had to delete because I didn't really enjoy this live stream. So I do have to tell you that I am planning to go on to San Bernardino, and I'm drinking soda. Just so you guys know, I'm back to drinking soda, which I'm gonna try to go back to my old ways of losing weight again and doing all that stuff. I think the only reason that I'm not doing exercises and none of this is going according to plans is because we're still fixing the house and stuff. So when we get the house completely fixed, because right now we're still transitioning from what one mini refrigerator that we got, because we had a mini refrigerator, and now we're going with a gigantic with a real refrigerator, not a mini fridge. So that's something that I do have to say, that we're still fixing up the house. We're slowly moving one foot at a time, saying, here we're gonna put this. I don't like it here anymore, let's put it here, let's see where it looks good. And the next thing that I do want to tell you is that what I do realize about my city that I live in now, it's huge. It's a huge city compared to what I got in Montebello, because Montebello was a small city compared to the majority of the other cities. It was tiny, even though, yeah, I sometimes considered it to be a big city, but in reality, it was a tiny city. It was a tiny city compared to what I have now, which is a huge city, which I think this city has like about 3 or 4 zip codes. That's how big the city is. I live in the south side of my city. And like I said, I do want to show you around my city so you guys have an overview or some kind of view of, and make your own assumption of how good the city is or how bad the city is or anything. But like I said, I'm gonna try to cut my hair sometime this next week, probably. Not short, where I'm gonna be back to having the very short hair that I used to have. This time it's just gonna be cut here, here, and just be back to when it used to get kind of long. I just let my hair grow out, and I like it long, but it gets into my face, so it's an issue right here. Right here, it goes like this into my face, so it's kind of hard to keep it to keep it. It's hard to keep it long, and what some people do is put it in a ponytail and certain stuff. So, hello, Germ Boy. Hello, Germ Boy. Welcome to the live stream. So what I was saying is that in my city, I live in the Inland Empire now. I don't live in the Los Angeles area anymore, which is something that I used to live in the Los Angeles area, which is the Los Angeles County, but now I live in the San Bernardino County. And what I do notice is that, like I've always mentioned to you, it feels for some reason during the winters it gets really cold. During the summers, it gets way hotter than it did in Montebello. When I thought, because look, me, I've not really been. I actually enjoy the coldness. Don't get me wrong. I actually enjoy when it's cold compared to when it's warm. Even though I've experienced warm and heat and all kinds of stuff, I'm not a huge fan of being hot. Like I'm still not used to the heat. I'd rather have it be cold than hot. It's just me. So, like I said, living in the Inland Empire is pretty nice. The only difference that I do have to mention, as I mentioned earlier in the live stream, was that it was everything was close by. The 7-Eleven was close by. You, which some people can say, oh, you have a 7-Eleven close by? I, I don't think that's a good idea to have a 7-Eleven close by. I used used to be worse before. I used to have a um a smoke shop. I used to have a smoke shop close by, which is something that some people say, "Oh no, you don't need a smoke shop close by. That's where all the crime happens, at smoke shops or at the liquor stores or at the donut shops." Uh, Based on what I've seen, I only had one issue one time, only one time, which, like I ever explained to you, what was the issue or what was the crime that happened. But other than that, to be honest, I really never had a huge issue, like saying, "Oh, I have an issue with uh, with people or anything." No, I never really had an issue. And to be honest, I do have to say that I do like my city. I do like the city, even though it's huge and everything is definitely far away, man. Everything's far. Like if you say, "Oh, let's go get some breakfast at a Denny's," it's kind of, I mean, it's just kind of far. I mean, close by. If you're going in the car, it's close by. Don't get me wrong, it's close by. But if you're going to say, "Oh, I'm going to my nearest Big Lots," or my nearest below 5, or my nearest or I'm going to the mall, which is not a mall, which is an outlet, which is similar to, like, if you guys have gone to the Citadel. I know you probably have gone, Jose. If you're watching this still, or if you're watching this in the future, you've probably gone to the Citadel. You know what I'm talking about. That this place is a little bit different than the Citadel outlets, because the Citadel outlets are outside, while this outlets that I have here, this the Ontario Mills outlet, it's actually indoors. It's actually all indoors. But I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if it's actually bigger here or there. I'll have to check that out sometime and compare it to which one is bigger. Because I've had friends that used to come here, or always, I mean, most of the time come here and say, "Oh, I actually think the Ontario Mills is better than the Citadel, or is better than all these other outlets that I've been to." So the only reason that this video may stop at some time is because of how hot it's getting. But other than that, I do have to mention that, yes, uh, the outlets are great. You have 2 movie theaters. Like every store that you can think of is located at. For some reason, it's located at the Ontario Mills. Like if you're saying, "Oh, I'm going to Target," it's not necessarily in the Ontario Mills place, but it's across the street or a couple of blocks away. But everything is located in that direction, in that same vicinity. I guess you can say a vicinity. The Ontario Mills, like everything of Ontario Mills, is all close by. It's not like, "Oh, by our house there's a Walmart, or there's a Target, or there's a Best Buy." I don't even think my city has a Best Buy, which is weird. The closest Best Buy, I think, is in East Vale, or I think it's Rancho Cucamonga. Which you can say, "Oh, Rancho Cucamonga is close to Ontario Mills," or whatever. But it's actually, this Best Buy is still kind of far away. If you think about it. It's still kind of far away. It's not close by. Like many of these places that you think, "Oh, it's close to the house." Actually, no. Nothing is close to the house. Costco is not close to the house. Like, you cannot just say, "Oh, we're gonna go in 10 minutes and we're there. No, no. There's no Best Buy in my city. There's no Walmart close by. Yes, Walmart is in my city, but it's like going back towards LA because I live closer to East Vale. Again, I live closer to East Vale, which is something that's something that I do have to mention. I live closer to East Vale. And the next thing that I do have to mention is that the next thing I have to mention is that the internet here is a hit or miss. Like I have AT&T as my primary service provider. Don't get me wrong, but am I getting good internet here? No. It's a hit or miss with the internet here. Like you may have T-Mobile. Oh yeah, they say they have the largest network or the largest 5G network. I don't know. I've tried it, and many of our people, of our friends use T-Mobile, and it's not great. Same thing with Verizon. Verizon seems to be like when our friends have used Verizon, it's been pretty good. But I don't know about the internet part of it. The internet. Yeah, people can make phone calls. That's great. People can make as many phone calls as they want. But when it comes to using the internet, that's where it's the heavy load. That's where the load comes in, and you get to say, does it really work? Or am I getting tricked here or something? That's something I've never actually seen someone use the internet and say, it's great. I've never actually had somebody actually use the internet. They just make phone calls from their smartphone, but does that mean that the internet works? Because I can make a phone call. Just because I can make a phone call doesn't mean, everything works. But to some people, this is how it is, that some people don't check speed tests. So they just say, my internet works. I'm able to watch a YouTube video. I'm able to send text messages. I'm able to watch something live on this app. So that's what I'm saying. I don't really know what to say. So that's all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. I actually don't have anything else I want to elaborate on or talk about. But like I said, everything is just far away here compared to my old city, which was small, which I can say, I know how to get, like if somebody told me, you need to come to let's say Taco Bell, I'm going to meet you there. It's close by. I know how to get to Taco Bell. But here, if somebody told me, I'll meet you at Lowe's, do I know where Lowe's is at? No. Do I have to use GPS for Lowe's? Yes. So this is just a little quick live stream, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll catch you guys later on.